Hi there, my name is Lars Sørensen and you're watching this video created for you at the Computer Conference 2019 in London. And we're going to talk to José Carlos Carrasco from Barcelona, from the Supercomputing Center in Spain. Just to give you a hint of his research that he has been presenting right here. The paper title, We Know What You Did Last Sonar, Inferring Preference in Music from Mobility Data. And obviously the music industry, it's been some time that it was just the music industry. Now it's almost completely a data industry. So I can imagine that this work is really affecting, and your research is really affecting that. What was the inspiration for going into this angle and this paper?
Pretty much, like I can summarize what we do in a research center. We're interested in understanding how humans behave. Yeah. And out of this human behavior, try to translate that information into personalized services. Kind of what we see in Amazon. For example, when you have a purchasing history, we have the same thing in music. Okay, we have some habits of listening to certain types of music, and we're interested in knowing and extracting information from that behavior and translating that into a personalized service, like recommending music that you might like, for example. And we can apply pretty much that methodology to any type of product, and not only to humans. We also like analyzing behavior in machines, for example.
Okay.
But for this particular project, we're focusing on music.
Yeah. So what were the main finds in the research that you say, well, we really discovered that it was maybe different than you thought of before, or that you understand better how it works?
Well, actually what we found, we're talking about a huge festival. We had over 30,000 people, and we were tracking them throughout the event. That's really hard to do, especially because not everyone wanted to collaborate with us. Like collecting this type of data was really hard. So at the end, what we have to do is work with what we have. We have a given data set and try to understand how this sample of people behave and see if we can extrapolate this to the rest of the festival.
Okay, just because I'm curious, how did you do that measurement? So people have to wear a tag, or how does it work?
No, that was pretty simple. We just asked the users to turn on their mobile phones, turn on the Wi-Fi, because that was pretty much what we were working with. Okay. Wi-Fi events, and the only thing they had to do is turn it on. The rest was done by us, pretty much. We distributed an array of sensors throughout the whole place. We were collecting those sensors that were close by, and we were tracking the people throughout the 3 days that lasted the event. And then everything was being stored in a server. Mm-hmm. That was how we collected the data. Yeah. Now, then we had to do some post-processing of the data and analyzing the data.
So what I'm interested in, obviously, is what type of industries would definitely benefit from the way you've researched this. Obviously, music festivals, you already mentioned, like maybe platforms as Spotify or iTunes. Yeah,
the thing, okay, we did it for Sonar Festival, and we can apply this methodology to any live music festival. But we believe that we can also apply it to conferences like the one we are in right now, because as long as we have multiple stages, so people can move around and look for what they like, then we can apply this methodology. It doesn't have to be music, it can be anything.
You could track like which presentation is most popular, or what we need to program more of in our conference.
That was one of the ultimate goals. I mean, one of the things was learning their habits, learning what they like. But we also wanted to find similar stuff, and then offer them what's best for them based on how they moved around. So that's very important, doing like some type of ranking that will give us a lot of information that we can provide the user at the end. So at the end, the ultimate goal will be to recommend, but do the best recommendation. not just any recommendation, not a general recommendation, but something that's best for them. So that's why we do some type of ranking at the end.
Yeah. So and then in this ranking and deciding what's important for people, are we not taking away like the effect of serendipity? Like if I would go to a festival, I like also to find a band that I've never heard of, or in a business conference to be confronted with something that's truly new to me.
The good thing about our methodology is that we consider not only your opinion in order to give you some recommendation. We are actually exploiting the information of all the participants. So we're combining, this is kind of like a collaborative project, let's say, because we're getting the information from the behavior of all the attendees. And then out of that, we can give you more or less a personalized recommendation.
So then I'm just curious to what time between this research and the setup that you've created and implementation, is this going to be available for festivals or conference organizers in a short term?
Actually, we would like to see this implemented in more types of events, not only live music events, but conferences, for example. We believe that that's something we should do. That one of the biggest issues right now has to do with privacy. So the law has changed in Europe. It's really hard to touch people's data.
IP address or any other, yeah.
Even though we're not storing the real data, we're anonymizing somehow the data, but that's really crucial. And that's something that we would like to see implemented as long as we have multiple stages where simultaneous things are happening, then our methodology should apply.
Cool. And so I organize together with a big group of people a festival. We'll have 140,000 people over 3 days. Can I invite you?
For sure.
A lot of data.
That will be a lot of data, and that's good not only for the users, it's also good for the organizers.
I understand that, because for us now it's always a puzzle to, you have to kind of predict what people would like.
Exactly. That's the main one of the main insights that we got from this analysis was letting the organizers know what people like. So that's one of the key points of doing this type of project. We're providing the end user with some personalized recommendation, but what's important also for the organizers is understanding what users like.
Yeah, and this would lead to a better organized or better match of event and participant.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's so interesting to learn just a little bit about this. Obviously, your work is way more in the paper, which we'll have published through our partner Springer, to make sure that if you want to know everything there is to know about what these guys did at Sonar, then you go and check that out. The paper from José Carlos Carrasco from Barcelona, the Supercomputing Center in Spain. So thank you for watching this video. Don't keep it to yourself, share it with your network, so everybody gets in on this nice technique. If you want to watch more, we have a lot of videos available for you, and don't forget to subscribe so that we can bring all our work to you, and consider joining us for one event live. We have several dates and locations. Hopefully we meet you there.
Thank you.